All right, guys, so it's July 30th, 2023. Gonna look at the consistent passive profits trade. There, so backslash MES. Right now it's at 46.10, up slightly, very little, about 4. Usually right at open, it's not gonna move dramatically. If it does gap up, it usually gaps up in the morning session. But we're gonna look at 26 days out. So I just type backslash MES. And then on the option chain, look for the 26 DTE right here. On the levels that we're looking at right now, I'll do control plus to zoom in a little bit. Right now, the bid and ask is pretty big, which is sometimes common. So what we're going to do is I'm going to try near the ask price and then see if we get filled. If not, we just lower it until we get there. We're not going to look for 3. Oh, see, it already moves to 6.25. So sometimes you have to give it a few minutes from the open, but we're going to try around a 42.60, 42.50. I'm going to try to get filled around 6. And I'm going to go for 3 contracts here. It probably won't get filled, but I will try and then see. Willing to go down a little bit too. Submit. Oh, I don't want to buy it. I want to sell it. Let me see. I think when I zoomed in, it messed it up. Yeah, you want to click on the bid side. I think I might have clicked the ask by mistake. All right, so quantity 3. I'm going to try to get around the 5.5 to 6 or so would be good. I'm going to attempt 6. You could see that the 6.25 might go down to 6 immediately after this. I wonder why the submit's not working right now. This does happen occasionally with Tasty Trade where, yeah, the order's not coming in. I'm going to try on the phone app right now and see. This has happened a few times where it might take about 15-20 minutes for the Tasty Trade brokerage to actually let you fill it. They did just update the website too, and I've been seeing quite a few issues as well. I'm going to try again at the 42.60. Try to get at least 5.5 or so premium. Stop share for now. It's not going. All right, so I'm going to try 5.5 on my 5, 2, 3. So I'm working at the 5.5. You might have seen at the 42.60, it moved down to 5.5. Still didn't fill. I'm going to look at and then I'm going to go down a little bit to around 5.25, 5.5. If it doesn't fill at 5.5, I'm going to look a little bit higher strike price. There's a chance we go ahead.
Just have a question. So the 5.5 price that you're looking at, is that's the ask price, right?
Yeah, I'm essentially trying to move the ask price down slowly until I get filled on my order.
Okay.
Because there's no volume right now at these prices.
I see. And you mentioned there is a spread between the bid. So the spread between the bid and the ask price was kind of wide.
Yeah.
And can you explain the logic there? And do you want
there's an order? There's no orders and there's not much volume, open interest for these orders. That's because it's very wide. Like if you look at a penny stock that is, not much option chain going on, you're going to have a really wide bid ask. But if you have, say, a really large company like Tesla or Apple, the bid ask could be within $1. So sometimes depends on the amount of orders filled. Normally, this would have a lot more volume in the middle of the trading day. But right now, not getting full at the 5. So I'm gonna move up to 42.80, should get it. That was a good question, Matthias. Sometimes again, it's the volume's a little bit low. I'm gonna try 42.80. The bid's at 4.9, so I should get at least that, which is fine. But I'm gonna look for a little more and see if we get it or not. Not really the end of the world, it's like getting 5.25 or 5.5. Like we're talking an extra dollar or so. But you might as well get what you can if possible, right?
Yeah. Is it disadvantageous for us if the spread is wide between the bid and the ask price?
Yes, but perfectly fine with getting the bid price. And I'd be happy getting 4.9 right now on the 42.80 anyway. I'm just trying to get slightly more if possible. It's not really a ton in premium. We're talking $5 per number. So you're looking at from 4.9 to 5.9, you're only talking $5. It's not really the end of the world. I'm wondering if tastytrade is just down right now anyway, because it's looking like orders aren't moving. $42.90. 42.80, 42.90 should be fine. I'm gonna try 42.90 at 5.5. And I just got filled on it. All right, so Matthias, you want to look at the 42.90, 5.5? If that's what the current bid is, because I just got filled on it.
Okay, I don't have my account open yet because it's still
Okay.
opening. But
Yeah,
if you
so
wanna
just following along. Let me show you on the trade tab. Clear it. So 42.90 is 0.06 delta, very close to 0.05 delta. Open interest was 0 at the time. But yeah, the volume would show 3. I'm saying 3 on my end because that was the 3 that I just filled out. I'm gonna post it to the Discord now. We did there? Another thing that I'll mention, just for your information, you don't really have to worry about it too much, is how much buying power it needs to do the trade. And I'll put a little bit of extra information here. So MES is at 46.11. We're sold the 26 DTE at 42. I forgot. Let me see. 42.90. Just talking to myself a little bit here while I'm writing it out. So 42.90 got 5.5. Now 5.5 times the 5 multiplier for MES. It's 27.5. It's gonna need about 470, said $475 or so. I would leave another 500 in cash. So we're looking at $1,000 total. Essentially, we're making $27.50 for every $1,000 that we're putting from our buying power plus our cash. Matthias, does that make sense?
Yeah, so that's 2.5 or 2.
Yeah, about 2.7 after commissions, 2.4 or so percent in 26 days.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah. All right. Any other questions that you have?
Not at the moment. I will because I'm still watching the futures course. I'm gonna finish that, rewatch this recording again, and then ask you any questions that I have.
Yeah. So again, I'm sharing my screen. If you see the 42.90, it says 5.5 bid, 6.5 ask. I got the 5.5. And then it went back down to 5. There's a good chance other people will get 5.5 as well. All these trades, I'm perfectly happy with getting the bid, and you will get filled at these prices pretty much immediately. But I just personally try to go a little bit higher because it is a little bit extra money. Like again, we're talking, but the difference between 5 and 5.5 is literally $2.50. It's not really the end of the world, but you might as well attempt to get it. And then if it doesn't happen, just move down, you know?
Right, right.
I know
So-
that is a common question that people have is like, it isn't good to have a wide bid ask spread. You're right about that. But I'm perfectly happy with getting the bids and just get bid and move on. So that's how you could do the trade in 10 seconds if you want. Like literally click the bid, review and send, submit. That's gonna pretty much work pretty much guaranteed. Okay.
Okay.
There's no other questions, and it doesn't look like anyone else is showing up. I'm gonna be checking I know Russell's showing the recording again. I'm getting some questions there. So I'm gonna just answer those at this point, okay? Have a good rest of the day.
Okay, thank you. Just one last question.
Yeah.
So is there a reason, so I know you said you didn't mind having a wider bid ask spread. But what is the reason?
Because I don't mind getting filled right at the bid price.
Okay.
Ideally, it would be a lower bid ask spread. The ES usually is lower for larger accounts. But MES in general has less volume and open interest than ES does.
Okay, okay, I understand that. All right, yeah, that's all the questions I
It was
have.
a little bit more advanced than you even have to worry about yet. So just be getting right at the bid and then you can just get filled and move.
All right,
And we're talking about a few dollars in the end. It's not the end of the world. So I did, by the way, and for everyone watching, I did 3 contracts there. So I'm getting 5.5 times 3 contracts times the 5 multiplier. So $82.50 should be extra in our brokerage in about 26 days. And just do that over and over again. Next week, we'll do another one. What's good about this strategy is if the market drops a little bit this week, the next week we'll have lower strikes because we're going to be pretty much going with the market. So don't be too stressed out if the market drops a bit this week. Next week, you just average out and get even lower. All right, I'm going to start answering questions on the recording of our live stream. See you in the chat, JS. Have a good one.
so thank you, bye-bye.